Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara, coming to you with 100 Miracles in 100 Days project, combined with the Effortless Manifesting and Awareness Activation. Take a big breath in. Let it out with a sigh. And do that several times. Bring your awareness within, activating your own source light. And today's miracle is like a super miracle. It didn't happen to one of my clients, but I know that it happened with someone who's well known throughout the world. So some of you gorgeous light workers and healers are going to have trouble getting your head around this one. But this is what is here, and this is what is being asked of you all now. So many light workers, healers, star seeds are struggling at the moment. You're struggling with your health, you're struggling with your wealth, and a lot of you are seriously frustrated and you can't work out why. You've done all this work and your life is still spinning around in circles. Is that correct? Well, I'll tell you why. There was a big up-leveling, upgrading of the source light coming into Earth just in the last couple of months. Well, it's been going on all year, but it got really serious after the eclipse, and it's still upgrading now right through to the solstice. And it will be a summer solstice here and a winter solstice overseas. So still big times of the year, big energy times. Breathe for me. So all of you people who are stuck, who have been powerful, who are sick, who can't work out, they're going to the doctor, stop wasting your time doing that, and money, and they can't find anything the matter with you. The reason is because it's an energetic upgrade. And so then you're doing all the old stuff you used to do, and old technologies are no longer working. This reminds me of what happened at the turn of the century. I had hundreds of healers and light workers coming to me going, I don't know what's the matter. I'm meditating, I'm eating right, I'm doing yoga, and my life is still turning to shit. Well, the reason that was happening was because we had gone into a new millennium and we were upgrading into the 5th dimension. And people were still meditating with white light. And we'd gone from a duality consciousness to a oneness consciousness. And people who continued to meditate with white light, it was like because everything was seeking oneness, the darkness was standing right alongside of it, and they were just spinning around in circles and couldn't work out why. Immediately that they began to meditate with gold light and work with gold light, it changed. And we're in one of those new periods now when we have upgraded even further than the 21st of December 2012. And we are moving into this new high source light frequency that is beyond golden. It can be many colors now. It's like a crystalline. We went to crystalline in 2012, crystalline gold light, but it's kind of beyond that again now. So if you're a healer and a light worker, let go of the old stuff you know to be true. If you use the violet flame for 50 years and it's always worked, stop using it, try something else. Because I can tell you that's an old technology that won't work at this time. Just breathe. And see if you can connect it. That's why we're doing these awareness activations. So just come with me now as we toss your body out the window or in another room. Everything you know to be your body. Height, weight, shape, eyes, hair, skin color, all the stuff that is tied up, your age, which is going to become irrelevant if you get this. Just toss it out the window and breathe. See if you can't feel lighter. Just letting go of all those stories about your body, all the aches and pains, out the window. And then I'll bring your awareness into your identity, everything you know to be true about you. Your name, address, phone number, date of birth, type of car you drive, type of house you have, all your qualifications, toss them all out the window. How many kids, cats, dogs, pets, family members, all those details, just let them go for just this moment. Bring yourself into this divine essence that is appearing now that you've taken all the stories about who you are out the way. Now I'd like you to access all of your feelings, especially your strong feelings you have, and strong opinions can go in there as well, and all of your emotions. Any sadness, depression, anxiety, anything. Toss it all out the window. Along with any feelings you have about climate change, racism, bullying, even spiritual people and light workers and all of that stuff about who's going to win this and who isn't. All that, toss it all out the window or in another room. Breathe. Now I'd like you to take your conscious mind, your unconscious mind and your subconscious mind, along with all your thoughts in your brain. Toss them out the window or in another room too. And just breathe. See if you can't access the divine part of who you are. And if you can't feel it, go back to the very first activation we did, because we go into that and much deeper. And then just practice this. It will not take you very long. I've already had people in this group. I know I'm sharing lots of miracles, but there's already been someone, I think it was yesterday's miracle, that's manifested $36,000 a year for the rest of her life. And no, she didn't win the lotto. And she was struggling when I met her a few months ago. And she didn't have any money to pay me, so she just started listening to all this free stuff that is on this YouTube channel. And now she's set up for life. Miracles can happen in a split second, and you just need to ask for one. And that's a really cool affirmation. Miracles can happen in a split second, and God, I want one now. God, I need one now. God, can you bring me solution for my health, whatever that is. Breathe. Just return to this essence, this 99% untapped, pure potential, pure God source that is awakening within your body right here, right now on planet Earth. Breathe, activating You're 1% matter, 99% untapped, pure potential, pure God source. That is connected to all time and space, all dimensions of light, all universes, galaxies, and worlds through your telomeres. And your 100 trillion cells. And just breathe. Every one of those cells is less than 1% matter and 99% pure God source. But all of your energy, or 99% of your energy, is focused on the 1% because you've been trained to be that way. You've been trained to focus on your qualifications and what you look like and all of that other garbage. Because I don't want you to know this power exists within you. So I'll share today's miracle with you now, which is a absolute, I've spoken to people I've worked with for 20 years and they're having trouble getting their head around it. But if you can get this, oh my God, your life will change in a heartbeat. So just breathe for me. Continue breathing into this light while I share this spectacular miracle with you. So this lady was attending a fifth dimension workshop with a very well-known spiritual teacher on a retreat. And they got themselves up into the fifth dimension. And the teacher asked them to just think of something they really, really wanted to happen while they were at this retreat. This particular lady had already had some other miracles happen. But she had asked that she wanted to sell. She had a little cabin in the woods and she wanted to sell it, and she hadn't been able to sell it for 2 years. And the reason she hadn't been able to sell it was because right next door to her cabin was a lake, and it was full of algae and it was horrible. It was toxic. There was even signs around the lake that was saying, do not swim in this lake. You know, do not enter this lake. You know, do not fish in this lake. And that was the reason that she couldn't sell. But her request of Source when she got to the fifth dimension was to be able to sell her cabin in the woods. Breathe. It's going to pop some of your little brains wide open. She completes her workshop, goes home, goes out to her cabin. Guess what she finds? Pristine lake. Absolutely pristine, and even no sign saying toxic lakes, don't swim in this lake. An absolutely pristine lake, and her little cabin in the woods sells within 2 weeks. Now what happened there was she did a timeline jump. And that's really quite advanced stuff, but it's really cool. But that is awakening on Earth as well. The implications of that is, imagine if every person who thought of themselves as a light worker could open up to that kind of energy. We would be able to collapse the old timelines on poverty and lack and limitation. We would be able to collapse the old timelines on greed and suffering, on war. Imagine the possibilities if every light worker got that. And I'm telling you, if you're sick, struggling, frustrated, going nowhere at the moment, it's because it's time you upgraded your skills. Now, I will be doing some training for some advanced people who want to learn how to do this. But right now, you can just upgrade your skills by listening to these activations that we're doing daily for you. That's the reason we're doing it. There is so much new energy coming in. that even the light workers are being like thrown off. But they're being thrown off because your skill set or your energy set or energy frequency is just out of alignment with this new energy that's coming in, this new light that's coming in. And it's pushing your stuff to the surface. Half of you are not even seeing that it's your stuff. A lot of you are just sick. Now, there's an excellent post on my website. It's got a big blue owl on it. And then I posted the very first time I did an effortless manifesting and awareness activation. So they're the last two posts on my blog, on my website, www.elmaraseraphim.com. All of the old stuff of fixing yourself, all of that. People go, oh, but you've got to deal with your stuff. Yeah, you can deal with it by just breathing, inviting it to come up and breathing your newfound light into it. You do not have to go playing in the poo. That paradigm stopped back at the turn of the century. But people are still playing it out because they make lots of money out of you, I suppose. But you're not broken. You do not need fixing. You just need to remember the magnificence of who you are. And that's a really trendy thing to be saying these days. But I've been telling people that since the turn of the century, since Spirit taught me how to connect to the fifth dimension in 1997. And it's time for all you Reiki masters and pranic healers and theta healers to step up, in light workers, star seeds, to step up into this light. And you can only do that with someone who's already upgraded those codes within them. And I've been working with Source for 40 years, and if I get sick or anything is the matter, I go within to find out what's going on. And because I've been working for 40 years, I can quickly ascertain what it is. And I can tell you this time, it's about the frequency. It's about the upgrading of your light. It's about you stepping into your magnificence. And it won't take long if you will just drop all your bullshit, drop all the stuff, drop all the stories about who you are. You know, so many people, I'm autistic, oh my God, Asperger's, I'm this, I'm that. It's not who you are. It's just a label that's been placed on you because you were too magnificent to fit into a box that everybody else fits into. God, who wants to be like everybody else anyway? It turns out, after having recent friendship with someone who's classified as, you know, having autism and Asperger's, that it may very well be me. That may very well have been me, but thank God I'm as old as what I am. And when I was young, they didn't have those boxes to stick people in. ADHD kids are just extremely talented kids that are not fitting into the norm. Breathe. Breathe. And allow yourself to step up into the light. And all you have to do, as the lady who manifested the $36,000 said, all you have to do is listen. You just have to listen and upgrade your frequency. That's one of my greatest gifts that I bring to the world, is that I can heal you from just speaking with you. And you can heal by just opening your heart and listening. And if any poop comes up while you're listening, just invite it to come up and breathe into it. I'm not doing anything to you. That's another stupid old, I don't even know where people get that go, oh, she made me feel depressed. No, that depression was down in your bloody big toe or your bum somewhere, and I just brought it up so you could transmute it. Don't go playing in it. Don't go trying to find out where it come from or whatever. Just breathe into it. And keep inviting it to come up. Even open your arms, open your heart. And just keep breathing it, and it will transmute if you stay in the light, if you stay in the higher frequency. Okay, so trippy miracle, eh? I can tell you it doesn't work like that, but I don't want to freak you all out so you never come back, because this is such a fantastic, amazing time for light workers, healers, Reiki masters, pranic healers, theta healers, you know, for all of you, star seeds, empaths, to wake up and step more into your light. into the magnificence of who you truly are. Breathe. Just breathe. Get on board. Get on board. A lot of you have been sick since early November when that eclipse came in, and that's when a lot of the codes were downloaded. I myself even got crook, and I hadn't been sick since June 2020 or something. But it was through clearing that sickness that I became aware of these new codes and energies that were coming in. And the light is so powerful, it's just pushing your stuff to the surface. And all you have to do is breathe. And that's why so many of you are going to the doctor and they cannot find anything the matter with you. But if you just upgrade your light frequency, you'll have more energy, more love, more light, more money, more abundance, more joy, more bliss than you've ever known was possible. Breathe. And you'll be an absolute delight to be around as well. Okay, I didn't mean for this to go so long, but it's probably worth you just listening to this a few times. And listen to all of them. Just upgrade your frequency into the light of who you truly are. You may feel burning in your hands and feet. That's your hand chakras and feet chakras coming online as well. Mine are now since doing this activation for you all. But just give yourself 22 minutes every day to upgrade your frequency, preferably in the morning, and see what begins to show up. I promise you it'll take less than a month, maybe some of you really dense, 2 months, but alrighty, love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. I'm praying that you all remember the magnificence of who you truly are. Namaste. Bye for now.